Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and today we're talking Daily Bugle. Let's check it out. Alright guys, this thing is epically amazing. It's got so many details, so many nooks and crannies to it. I mean, you name it and it is in here. Alright, so taking a look around the building, as you can see, there's lots of texture along the walls and all that kind of fun stuff. It is just epically amazing. I am super excited. I built this over the course of several live streams, and then I will also be dismantling it and mocking it out to make it bigger and better. So I am super excited about this. So let's take a look at all of the details on the exterior. Alright guys, first things first, let's take a look at the minifigures. So we have Aunt May, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Spider-Pig, Miles Morales, Amber Grant, Punisher, Black Cat, Mysterio, Blade, J. Jonah Jameson, Ghost Spider, Ben Urich, Ron Burney, Robbie Robertson, Bernie the Cab Driver, Firestar, Green Goblin, Daredevil, Gwen Stacy, Betty Brant, Doc Ock, Venom, and Carnage, as well as Sandman. Alright guys, so these are epic. I mean, some of the standouts in these, you got Punisher, you got Blade. I love what they did with Doc Ock. I love what they did with Firestar. Same with Daredevil. I mean, a lot of the others like Miles Morales and Ghost Spider and a few of those we've seen in other sets, so they're not as epic as you would, really want and see. I honestly think some of these are a bit lacking or a bit lackluster because although Spider-Pig is amazing, we've seen him in other sets. Countless Spider-Mans seen in multiple sets. Miles Morales has been in several sets this year. I believe we've gotten a Black Cat most recently. Again, Mysterio we've gotten a ton of recently. Ghost Spider we've gotten a ton of recently. And we've gotten Green Goblin as well in the past. Not to mention Venom and Carnage as well as Sandman. So we have received those minifigures in the most recent. So to be honest, for me, they are a little bit lackluster because I'm like, well, I already have them. I would have loved to have seen a Rhino, a Crane the Conqueror, and a few others that should be coming out soon, since we know, or Electro. Those should be coming out soon because we know that the movies are coming out, but I still wish they would have been in this set. As far as Sandman, Sandman looks great, but I will be honest in that I would have preferred the other Sandman. So here is the Sandman that we received, and here is a different Sandman that I have from a different set. Both look amazing and great. I just think for the build itself, I think this torso would have been really nice, but you know, I go back and forth with it. So, like I said, I really love what they did with the minifigures. I'm super excited that we have all of those. And yeah, let's go on to the taxi. All right. All right, this taxi is epic. It reminds me of an old 1980s taxi with the broad yellow. I just really like, you know, how it looks. Pops open. I have tested it out. You can get 2 people in there. It is a little tight, to be honest, but it would be easy to set this back and give them a little bit more room. You can't fit, you know, 2 passengers in the back plus the driver, but that's okay. You can still fit 1 and 1. So this is a great little build. I'm excited for it. And yeah, very easy and simple to do. Now for the buggy. That's right. Really, guys? This is just... here. I do have the mindset that when it comes to Spider-Man, I don't understand why they make vehicles for him anyway. Just because... I mean, he can fly through the air with his webs, or swing through the air with his webs. So what's the point of him having a car? I do understand the reference, as in the comics, Spider-Man, to piss off J. Jonah Jameson, did donuts on the side of the skyscraper. But all in all, it's just kind of a lackluster build. There's really nothing to it. It seems more like just a throw-in to add pieces, to be honest. But, you know, I get it. I get the nod. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the building. This thing is epic. Alright, so, let's go ahead and take a look at the details. Now, I will be honest in saying I have already made changes to the build. Just for stability, so I'm going to focus on these windows here. As you can see, I mean, I'm barely touching these, and they bow. Each of these side windows has 5 panels, and you can see right here, I'll get some contrast, that the moment you push down, they start to bow. I'll flip it around just to show you, and you can see I'm flattening it out, putting pressure, and they curl in, okay? Versus what I've replaced them with is these, and this is 2, because 2 equals 5 of these. 2 of these equal 5 of these. What I've done is I've replaced them with these 1x2x5 trans clear panels. And you can clearly see, I mean, I'm pushing down to the point where I'm making marks in my fingers, and it's not budging. Versus, I mean, I am barely putting pressure here, and they're bowing. So I didn't like that. I felt it was very unstable. So I went ahead and I replaced those pieces right there, for the most part, to here. And I really like how it looks. I feel like you can see a little bit better through the windows this way. It does cut down on parts, as far as number of parts and all of that kind of fun stuff. In this section right here, obviously I couldn't put one because it's not big enough. So I just put in 1x2 trans clear bricks. And again, it looks nice. I like how it turned out. Going around the front of the building, you have a nice newsstand right here with a no crime printed tile. Those printed tiles are amazing. I really loved what those prints included. Then you pop this off, and you've got some sticker prints right there. I believe this is one of the printed tiles as well. So those are awesome. This set did come with a lot of stickers, but it's totally understandable to do stickers versus these large prints. So you have the Daily Bugle sign right here, right along the edge of the building. You have these big TV screens and the wraparound, which I really like. Here you have a pop out. It's supposed to be for a vehicle or the taxi crashing through, which I don't really understand, to be honest, because in order for that to happen from a logistical standpoint, it would have to be coming from inside the building to pop out this way, but you know, that's splitting hairs. It is my understanding that these don't line up properly, but it is interesting that they've put these here. A lot of people are saying, oh, that's just to tie into the modular buildings. However, it is my understanding that these don't line up with the modular buildings. So is that a clue or a hint that we are getting an expansion that would fit those, or something else? So we will see how that works. Going around to the back, some of the stickers I didn't put on, like the exit sign. These trash cans are awesome. They're a really cute little build. I don't really understand the air conditioning units. I think that is definitely a fail on that part. A building this big, to be honest, would not have the air conditioning unit like that. It just wouldn't happen. As well as, if you look, there is one on the bottom floor and one on the top floor, but the two floors in between do not receive them. So, not exactly sure what's going on with that, but, you know, again, minor details, don't really want to nitpick, but yeah. You also got this big screen up here, which is amazing. Actually, I believe that is not a big screen. I apologize, that is an advertisement. The one thing that I'm noticing is this section up here keeps splitting. There is no clutch on that side, so that is definitely something for me I am going to change. I think that is a technical flaw, but I get it. How they did these right here are actually amazing. Like, I love how they did them, the fire escape. I love how they look. I love the builds. I love everything about them. It is just amazing. I really do. I love how they did it. And the red gives it a pop. Now, as far as the front here, you have the detail of the Green Goblin crashing through the build. I know a lot of people are changing that. A lot of people are keeping it. It just varies. I will say that during the build process, this was very hard to build as it kept coming apart. But, I mean, it is what it is. I totally understand. Going up to these flagpoles, I am very puzzled as we have 4 flagpoles, but none of them have flags. What's that about? Just saying. Like, what's the point? I think it could have used flags, to be honest. I think it would have given this build a little bit more pop. You know, maybe do blue flags, or, I mean, they would have probably done red flags, but yeah, no, I mean, it just didn't make sense. Going up to the Daily Bugle sign, I actually really loved how they did the Daily Bugle sign. I love the little bugle. I think the wording is actually spot on. A lot of people are saying it is big for the building, but I don't really think so. You know, I think it's supposed to be loud and obnoxious, per J. Jonah Jameson. So I think that's kind of spot on. The water tanker or tower that's up here, again, I love the build. I thought it was quick, easy, simple. They used the 2 bigger tire pieces on there. I think it was very smart to do it that way. And then we have, of course, the antenna tower. And again, I like what they did. I think it was very smart to do it that way. And all in all, a good build. So Let's go ahead and do a deep dive on the interior of this build. I'm going to bring down each level one by one, and let's check it out. Alright guys, so here is the fourth level, the top level. Now I will say there is no clutch whatsoever in this section here. It just kind of holds steady there. I will also note that when putting it on during the build process, sometimes it doesn't align properly, and you just have to wiggle it, because I've had a few people showcase that to me where it's not popping on and going flush, and it's just essentially that it's just shifted over a millimeter or so, and you just have to adjust it to get back on there. But all in all, there is no clutch on here. That is probably something I will definitely change. I don't know why they didn't have any kind of clutch. However, it does stay on rather nicely. So, going into here, we have Betty Brant's desk. I thought this was an amazing little build. Very cool technique on building. I love the detail on the monitor there for the sticker. I love the fact that they've showcased an elevator with these up and down elevator pieces, and then you have a big screen TV right there. The blue, I believe, is a little bright, but I think it works. I think it pops. Versus a contrast to J. Jonah Jameson's office, where you have the dark burgundy. Oh, that popped off. And it is a little darker, so that is really cool. As far as over in the corner, you have two trophies, which is awesome, with the nano scale figs, and then you have a gem rock, which I believe is a nod to Venom and Carnage, as that's where kind of they came from. So overall, I like this build on the floor, or this particular part of the build on the floor. I think it's very simple, sleek, elegant, and it works really well. I really like what they did with it. Next, we showcase the third floor. Alright guys, so again, this just pops off. Now it's rather interesting because this particular pop-off does have clutch. They added the clutch to the side here, and if you look around here, you have the pin for the clutches on each side. So they knew that at some point the build needed clutch on the side. It's just for whatever reason, maybe because there's more weight on here because it pops out, or weight distribution, they decided to put it there. So again, this was a really cool build. However, it was rather difficult as the pieces kept falling off during the build, but once you put it together, they seem to be fine. Again, in this version, I kept the original so that you guys can see, but again, these, I mean, you can clearly see if you touch them just so ever gently, they bow, and I don't really like that. I don't really like that at all. So that is definitely something I will be changing. But I love the detail and what they've done with that section. Now this section is very plain, but it's supposed to be. I love the little copier build. It does pop up, and there's glass right here. I think that is genius. I love that. Going into this section here, I do feel it's a little cluttered. You have the newspapers with some of the printed tiles back there, a pizza box, newspaper. They always do this with the builds. I don't understand. They throw in a spider web with a spider. It's just really weird to me. And then you have two boxes that, when placed, are right in front of the door. So I don't really understand that either. There's plenty of space that you could have just put it in the center of the building or in the center of the room. Going into here, this is supposed to be Peter Parker's office. To be honest, I never knew he had an office, but it is very plain, simple and it is what it is. So you have a nice little desk here, a sticker piece for a picture of Spider-Man, and yeah, I mean, it's very simple, sweet, and all that kind of fun stuff. So there you go. So, not sure if you just saw that, but as you can see when I was taking it apart, the front, because there's no clutch, literally just fell off, and that piece came off. So again, I really think that is a design flaw in that it doesn't have clutch on those, as they are easily just kind of, you know, placed there, and they could easily fall off. So let's go back to this section here. And yeah, like I said, it just fell off, and even then, I barely touched it, and the screens came off. So that is something I will definitely be fixing. All right, guys, so all right, so now you have, I already discussed the sticker details, which are amazing in the front. So I am going to go ahead and remove that and then showcase the build itself. The interior is actually really nice. I love the center part where they have the newspapers all the way around. I really love what they did with that. It just actually looks really amazing. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the flooring. I feel it's, again, a little too bright, but I think they wanted to go really bright because the building itself is really gray. But I think they could have added a different color, to be honest. You have a nice little coffee area, which I believe those donuts are new, but I'm not sure. You also have the newspapers on the wall. Now, one is missing because there was actually one missing in the build. Well, let me retract that. The part wasn't missing. I did have another newspaper, but the one that they wanted me to put there, I did not receive. But I did have enough newspapers to put one there. All the way around, there is fun details in the center. I will try to zoom in on there. You've got desks and chairs and all that kind of fun stuff all the way around, which is really neat and cool. I really like that. You also have a water tanker or a water dispenser in the back. And again, you have the elevator and all that. I really love what they did with this. I am really excited. I am going to obviously make some changes and adjustments, but I really love what they did with this build. So let's move on to the bottom floor. All right, so with the bottom floor, there is no pop out whatsoever. As far as the side panels, it's just a bottom section as far as the walls. So as far as the front, this is a sliding door. I love what they did with that. I actually love the green. I think it's really bright, but I do love the green. They also have the newspapers on the wall with a giant sized TV. And I love, 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 yeah. The soda machine build, there are actually, it's a little hard to see, I'll pull it around, but there are sodas in it, and there's a nice little seating area. Now, this section here does pop out. I've kind of showcased it before, but you can see the soda machine right there. So, all in all, really great details, great build. I'm excited to see it come to fruition when I combine two of these sets. So there you have it, guys. The Daily Bugle in all of its glory. The minifigs, again, are epically amazing. I'm super excited and happy I got this set. Now let's rock this mock. Can't wait. Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank all of my Patreon supporters. It really means a lot that you've taken the time, energy, effort to support my channel, the videos that I create, and the live streams. It really does mean a lot. If you're not a member, please go to patreon.com/36brix. That's patreon.com/36brix. Check out my memberships. And if you like what you see, please sign up. If you're not into memberships, please go to my cover page of the YouTube channel. On the right-hand corner, you'll see the donate button. Go and donate, and you can donate any amount that you want to support the channel. Also, during live streams, you can click the super chat and super stickers for all your donation needs. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and we will see you next time on 36 Brix.
Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm gonna subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Brix.